kind of an impulse buy. I'm getting a new truck. So the story goes, I was having transmission issues with my 2500. A few slips here and there, little hesitation on the get up and go. So if I need to cross traffic, I gun it, and it starts to go. RPMs drop, surges, I go. So I bring it into the dealer. It's summertime. I can get back on the motorcycle, so I can be without a car for a week or two, whatever it takes. Takes the dealership. I drop it off on a Tuesday. It takes the dealership till Friday to even look at it with an appointment. Get a call on Saturday, says, hey, looks like we think the transmission is going to need work. We don't know what's wrong with it. It's going to take about a month to get the car back to you. Seeing as it took them a week to get to my appointment that I had on Tuesday, didn't have big, confidence in their ability to get back to me. The service guy, maybe I was scammed, I don't know, doesn't really matter, I'm on the way to get the new truck. The service guy says, hey, I know we were talking about the 2025 Ram 3500 dualies. Are you interested in starting that conversation if you don't want to wait for your truck? I thought, sure, what the hell, let's throw some numbers around and see what happens. Very long story short, multiple dealers. I ended up getting one, Bill Luke in Phoenix. Decent deal. Not amazing, decent. But I figured this would be the perfect time to at least try and compare and contrast a little bit of the vehicles. So I'm in a 2021 Ram 2500 Limited Megacab single rear wheel, obviously with the 2500. But take this trip to Phoenix, or through Phoenix usually, to get to some of the off-roading spots often. Usually carrying the trailer, but I figured, what the hell. It's not going to be exact, but I'll at least be able to tell a little bit of mile per gallon comparison with the new 8-speed. Transmission, again, not apples to apples. By far, seeing as, again, single rear wheel versus dual, both Megacab, both limited, so both heavy beasts, but I should be able to at least get a feel for it. It's about a 400-mile trip, and then we should be able to see, I'm getting average of 18.3 right now. I'll check again once I actually get to the dealer. I'll stop it, take a picture, whatever I need to do, so I can remember it, and then we'll do it on the way back. Again, not apples to apples because it's not the exact same route, but roughly the same elevation changes, even though there's a little bit more of a climb out of Phoenix. We'll see. We'll compare them, see how they drive. Dually obviously is going to be a little bit stiffer, but at least we can compare. Alright, we are 8 minutes out from the new truck, going through Phoenix traffic right now, but looking at roughly 430 miles rounding up. I'm sitting at 19.8 miles per gallon. That is on the way to Phoenix. Obviously, elevation changes. Going to be a little different on the way back. Well, there we go. Gotta make sure I hit my exit. But big old tunnel. We are almost there, and we're gonna try out the new truck. It's gonna be freaking awesome. I can't wait. Alright, pulling into the dealer now. Lady selling flowers on the side of the road. Normally don't even bother reading the signs. No, okay. read it wrong initially. It says I have kids. I swear it said I hate kids. I might have bought a flower from her then. But yeah, she's on the opposite side. But I'm here now. Success. In the new truck, you can't tell because it looks, except for the black interior and the friggin' stickers that are still on it, exactly like the old truck. With a few exceptions that I can see and you can't, and I'm not going to grab the phone and do the tour. There's plenty of other videos out there that will go all over the interior. This is the longest I've spent in a 3500. Again, was expecting a little bit rougher ride. This thing is smooth, it's quiet. It's been great. I am not home. I'm not going to be home till midnight-ish. So it's going to be dark. And I wasn't going to be able to finish this and give the final update. But I just finished a 6.5% grade on and off for the last 20 miles. I've got 100 miles on since I left the dealership with some Phoenix rush hour traffic. And I'm sitting at 15.9 miles per gallon, which is honestly about better than I was expecting going up that grade. So I've got some high hopes that I might even get better gas mileage out of this, despite it being much heavier. And obviously it's got the birthing hips, so pushing a lot more air out of the way. But it's built like a refrigerator anyways, so that's about as good as you're gonna get. The one thing that I did notice coming up that 6% grade is I stayed in 8th gear the entire time. Whether I was at 75 or 60, even, I take that back, accelerating past a couple people, I did shift down to 7th, but right now going up a grade, and alright, so accelerating, didn't drop out of 8th gear, so I think the potential is there to have some really good gas mileage out of this thing, potentially. So I'm at 71 right now, still getting used to the gauges and the buttons and everything else. 71 miles an hour, up a grade. I was at 10 miles per gallon. Obviously going down, I'm up to 99 miles per gallon, which is amazing. We'll see what the final outcome is, but I wanted to at least put this in there while it's fresh in my head. And we'll see what the highway speeds at 80 look like, because I was basically 80 the whole way here, except for this stretch of road through the mountains as well.
Ready. Please proceed to shower 1.
Alright, stopping for gas just because I don't know the truck very well. Halfway home, I've always gotten worse gas mileage on the way home. At like 17.4. So I think I'm getting about the same, again at 80 miles an hour, so I'm not trying to save any gas. But yeah, getting a little bit of gas just in case, because I don't know this truck. So I made it back home. It was 12:30 or so by the time I got home, so I didn't bother making a video. But I ended the trip with 17.1 miles per gallon. I usually get worse gas mileage on the way back, so new transmission, new engine. I don't know that we're going to see much of a fuel efficiency increase. If so, it might be, maybe when we're towing with the more gears, but I stayed in 8th gear pretty much the whole time, below 2,000 RPM. Maybe it's a little bit better, but it's definitely not tons better, which is fine. It's not why we get the trucks. It's for towing and pulling and all the other stuff. A couple things that I don't like now. On my 2500, I loved how the lights turned, the adaptive steering, if you will, with the headlights. They no longer do that. Couldn't find it in any of the settings. Don't like that. I think I need to get them adjusted. I got flashed a lot on the way home. So I don't like that the headlights no longer turn with the steering wheel. I love that option on my other, or on the 21. They lock everything out while you're moving. So digital mirror, if you try to adjust that while you're driving, you're not doing it. You have to stop, then adjust it. But you can't use it. You can't adjust it. It's dumb. Even some of the dash settings, as soon as you're moving, like you can't move the bottom card. You can't do anything with those systems. I hate that. Maybe they'll make a lockpick for it somewhere down the line. Don't like it. Everything else though, truck was amazing. Probably didn't need to get gas, but glad I did. Now we're just kind of sitting, but very comfortable, very good engine, strong engine. I don't know that the transmission's going to be that much more amazing. I don't know. Time will tell. I've got now 481 miles on it, so we'll see. Your results may vary.